Aljamain Sterling claims he's being forced to fight. The UFC bantamweight champion had this to say.
I actually put into the sport, and sometimes you could get a little burnt out. This is like obviously separate from what we're talking about, but sometimes that could take a lot out of you mentally. After this fight, I had so much things with Henry, so many things planned out that I just wanted to decompress and stop thinking about fighting for once, because I do so much to get to the fight and prep myself to mentally get ready for battle. This time, you motherfuckers are not doing this to me again. I'm gonna fight, even though it's literally against my will. And people could say whatever. If Dana were to hear this, Hunter were to hear this, they would say, "Oh, we're not making him do anything." Like, let's be real here, bro.
Yeah, kind of.
Come on, dude. Like, you kind of are. Right. You kind of are. And let's call a spade a spade.
With what many are calling the people's main event, Robert Whittaker vs Dricus Du Plessis is all but guaranteed to be a barn burner, and the Reaper is not overlooking his opponent.
A little silly. He's the guy that if you underestimate, he's going to run over you. He, especially with his greatest strength, which is what I think is resilience, because he's been so close to defeat multiple times, yet somehow scraped victory. It's a scary trait to have. He's the most dangerous fight to date, and that's because he's the one that's unwritten. You know, everything in hindsight's easy, right? But yeah, he's the unknown, and I understand the dangers that he presents, because not only is he well-rounded and an athlete, and physically he's a big guy. He's not a small fella. He has nothing to lose. Everyone's already washed him. He's the underdog in this fight, and tell me something more dangerous than a man with nothing to lose, everything to gain. And to show respect for that level of danger that he's brought. I have trained like a madman for the last 14 weeks. And yeah, may the best man win. He's going to get the best version of myself come the weekend.
Jorge Masvidal recalls knocking 3 people unconscious in a bathroom whilst in China.
Like a public bathroom. I got assaulted in one. These 3 guys, they weren't the wisest. Some 3 random European guys. I was in the bathroom. I had like a nice chain on at the time, and I was waiting in line to wash my hands. I had just pissed. So these guys are behind me, and somebody picks up my chain with like their fingers like that, and turns to his friend and starts saying something in a language that I'm not understanding. And I turn around very politely and I go like, "Hey, relax, bro. It's all good, And then like go forward like this, like to get away with it. He's literally grabbing my chain. Like I've never seen him in my life. You couldn't do that, And then I'm here, I'm looking at the reflection in the mirror, and the guy goes like this and lifts up my chain like an ass. He goes like that to me, and he says something in whatever language he was speaking. So I was like, bro, I know what's gonna happen next. If these guys just keep doing it, they're gonna take everything I got, So when I turned around, the guy got in my face, and then yeah, it was like a sleeping bomb went off, and then they all rushed me. The one dude got in my face. I told him to get back. He didn't understand me. He got a little closer. Boom, down. His friends come rushing at me. What am I gonna do?
Logan Paul has offered to fight Paddy Pimblett on the undercard for the potential fight between billionaires Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. Logan told executives that he would make his UFC debut against Paddy Pimblett, saying, "Give me Paddy Pimblett, give me Paddy the baddie." Post your predictions in the comments below. Robbie Lawler makes his final walk to the octagon on Saturday, taking on fellow UFC vet Nico Price. The UFC released a tribute video to Robbie Lawler ahead of his retirement fight via